Good evening, Chicago. Welcome to another summer edition of Social Security Hotline 21. My name is Rocio Romano. I am a claims representative at the Social Security office located at 2127 West Lawrence Avenue here in Chicago, and I will be your host for today's show. With me in the studio is my guest, Dejanette Cummings, and our phone technicians for today's program is Mayra Salazar. DJ, please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Sure, Rocio. Thanks for having me today. My name is DJ. You can just call me DJ. I'm a claims representative as well. I'm a specialist in the SSI unit. I work on the south side of Chicago. And we're here today just to say, hello and hoping that everyone could call in. And I've been with the agency for about 8 years now. And we're just excited to be here on this beautiful spring, summer day. It finally got warm. Rocio.
Yes. So we want to remind our viewers that you're watching live interactive calling program brought to you on CAN TV 21 to discuss Social Security matters. We invite you to call with your questions. The phone number in the studio is area 312-738-1060. One more time, the phone number to call us with any question you may have concerning Social Security matters is 312-738-1060. And the number will remain in the bottom of the screen, and our phone lines are open. So while we are waiting for your calls, we will get started with our topics. DJ, did you know that to help combat the rising threat of fraud and identity theft, Social Security no longer issues Social Security numbers printout? And if you need a verification of your Social Security number and you cannot find your Social Security card, you must apply for a replacement card?
Absolutely. Yeah, the agency took the positive step so that we no longer print out number verifications in the office just to help to protect your privacy. And we're doing that just because of this new age of technology that we're in. So what we do for you and what we have done is we're able to quickly, once you make the request with us, to mail out your Social Security card, which is usually comes out, we tell you about 2 weeks, but it's oftentimes much quicker than that, Rocio. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yes, usually it takes just a couple of days. What is very, very important is to put your name in the mailbox just to make sure that the mailman will deliver the card, especially when in the cases where it's a newborn, or
Right.
also if you just move, the
Right.
mailman sometimes they're not aware of the changes in the
Right.
in the residence.
Absolutely. And the mailman is aware that that is a Social Security card in the envelope. So you want to make sure, just like Rocio said, to make sure that you have the child's last name on the mailbox, especially if it's different than your last name. You want to have that already on the mailbox so the mailman will know to put it in the box, and that's the correct box because he knows that's a Social Security card, and of course he doesn't want to get in trouble with his job. So just make sure you have the name affixed to the mailbox so you can get the card as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm. Then one of the new changes with Social Security Administration is that now in some cases you can request your Social Security card for the convenience of home, office, the library, as long as you are a U.S. Citizen, you are 18 years old or over,
Right.
and that there is no changes to your status, like no legal name change. Also, the address is the same. There are a few requirements, but you can easily avoid waiting long waiting time in the local offices.
Yeah, Rocio is exactly right. In the state of Illinois, you can actually order your own Social Security card online at ssa.gov. You'll want to have your ID, passport, whatever you're using for your ID in front of you at that time. I've had people come into the office, be sitting in the hallway, and order their own card on their smartphone in the hallway. So you want to take full advantage of the fact that in the state of Illinois, you can now order your own Social Security card online by visiting our website at www.ssa.gov. SSA.gov. I think that's a phenomenal, fantastic opportunity to not to have to visit us here in the office.
And as you can see in your screen, this is the our website at Social Security Administration, or www.ssa.gov. This is what you're going to see once you visit our page. And then you can have several services that you can do from home. You can file for retirement, for disability, for Medicare. You can do change of address. And when you go down here, is about the Social Security number. Everything about Social Security card. And this is what we just mentioned, the requirements. The person must be an U.S. citizen, age 18 or older, with a U.S. mailing address, including APO, FPO, and DPO addresses, that they are not requesting any change or any name change or any other change to the card, and that the state ID or driver license must be issued from one of the following states. So if you have any question, please go into our website and verify that the driver license or the state ID that you are going to use to process the replacement Social Security card is from one of these states. And it's very, very simple, and you will receive, as we mentioned before, the Social Security card within a couple of days, but never more than 2 weeks.
Okay, fantastic, Rocio. So we are encouraging everyone to visit our website, but most importantly, the phone lines are open. If you've tried to get through before, magically the lines are open right now. Please call us at 312-738-1060. This is a rare opportunity when you have 2 Social Security representatives, and you can get all of your questions answered right here live on the show today. We look forward to your calls by calling us at 312-738-1060. Now, the other thing we wanted to talk about was if you have a brand new baby and you have you need a Social Security number for the brand new baby. Now, normally you would actually make that application in the hospital. But for some reason, if you didn't, or you missed that, or too many things were happening, you would still want to come into the office to request the Social Security card for the newborn baby. You must have the newborn baby's birth certificate in order to do that, so that we can help you through the Social Security process. I urge you just to remember that the birth certificates are only good for babies, okay? Not adults. Birth certificates are good for babies, so as an adult, we do expect you to have ID, passport, those types of things. But please come into the office to request a card for your newborn baby if you haven't received your card. Those do take a little longer, Rocio, 6 weeks or so?
Yes, usually here in Illinois, it takes 6 to 8 weeks for the Social Security card to arrive at home at the address where the mother informed the hospital at the time of being admitted in the hospital. It usually takes 6 to 8 weeks.
Right.
If for any reason you need the Social Security card sooner, you will have to go to the local office with the baby birth certificate, the original birth certificate, and also an additional identification for the baby. Usually we can use a medical record that shows the baby's name, date of birth. The medical record number must be certified, stamped, or sealed by the hospital, and an identification for the parents. Another reminder that we want to do is that only the parents can apply for the Social Security number for the babies. No longer grandparents can apply. Only either mom or dad should go to the office and apply for the Social Security number for the baby.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Rocio. So the other thing I just want to add to that too is they give you this beautiful birth certificate with the feet, the footprint on there. Unfortunately, we cannot use those in the office. That is a decorative piece that you can frame and put on your mantle, but we don't accept those as an actual true birth certificate. So make sure you have the original birth certificate, as Rocio said, that's certified when you come into the office.
In most cases, the birth certificates here are automatically mailed to the addresses, to the mother address. If not, you will have to get in contact with the Bureau of Vital Statistics and request that over there.
Absolutely. I see everyone must be outside today on this beautiful afternoon. Our phone lines are still open. We're awaiting your calls. If you've thought about calling before, please take a moment and call in right now. Our phone lines are open at 312-738-1060. Again, that's 312-738-1060.
Now, changing a little bit about our topics, we want also to remind that in our website there is all the information pertaining to the different types of benefits that we're offering. Social Security retirement, Social Security disability. We also control what it is Medicare enrollment and Medicare Part A, Part B. You can file in a few cases for supplemental security income or SSI also online. Now we will review that information in the offices, and if it's necessary, we can contact you for further development those applications. But all the information is available online. A lot of times our claimants go to the office just for information. You can avoid that visit just going online. All that information is available over there. DJ, it seems like we have a caller today.
Oh,
good afternoon, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Social Security. How can we help you?
Yes, I have a question about disability. I have got a chronic heart disease and a diabetes. Can I apply for disability?
Absolutely. Yeah, you want to make an application right away. One of our old sayings used to be that you'll never get benefits if you don't apply for benefits. It's not really our job to make a decision on benefits, but we do encourage you to apply right away. You have a few options. The quickest way is if you have a computer available, you can go to SSA.gov. Make sure that's .gov if you're not computer savvy. You can have a friend or family member help you by sitting there with you and putting the application in for disability for yourself. You are welcome to come into one of our offices to do your disability application, as well as you can call our hotline, 1-800-772-1213, to take an application over the phone. So there are several options. We want to, get disability to you if you're not able to work as you were able to do in the past. And even if you've never worked before, we have the SSI program that is available. But we do need an application, and I would urge you to take action and get the application in as soon as possible.
As you can see on the screen, here is the portion for apply for disability benefit. There is a brief information, very valuable information about disability. You will press here, apply for disability, and here are information about disability, who can apply for adult disability benefits online. So it's very important to read, and if you have additional questions, well, you can contact, you can come into the office, you can call our 1-800. The phone number for Social Security Administration is 1-800-772-1213. And this is in regards to disability. As we mentioned before, you can also file for retirement benefit. You can file for Medicare if you are within 3 months to turn 65. That is a good time to apply for Medicare. Or if you are currently receiving benefit, you can also do change of address or even change of direct deposit information.
Yeah, Rocio, I think one of the most important things about our website, and we're changing that all the time just to improve it, is that we have the My Social Security accounts available. Those are free accounts that allow you to look at your own personal information as far as earnings, what money you would get if you were disabled, allows you to change your address with us without coming into the office. You can order any benefit or award letters through the site. It is a protected way that we actually can communicate with you. As you know, we're saving paper and we're not sending out the reports like we used to every year in regards to your earnings, income, and what you would save if you were disabled or retired. But those reports are available specifically for you and your earnings with the My Social Security account. So I would urge everyone to go right online, as Rocio is showing us, and set up your My Social Security account. It allows you to do a yearly check on your earnings. It's just a lot of benefits and features, and it's a secure way to actually stay in touch with Social Security. So again, our phone lines are open. We'd like to thank that last caller for calling in with that very important question. Our phone lines are open. If you've tried to get through before, our number is 312-738-1060. Again, that's 312-738-1060.
Let's talk about Medicare.
Oh, absolutely.
As I mentioned before, everybody should enroll on Medicare within 3 months to turn 65. That is considered the initial enrollment period. It starts 3 months before the month the person reaches 65 and will end 3 months after. Everybody should enroll on Medicare. Now Medicare has 4 parts: Part A, B, C, and D. Part A is hospitalization. Usually Part A is free for each individual who have work and paying to Medicare here in the United States. One of the requirements are to have 40 credits of work. And as I mentioned, the person will get Medicare Part A for free. Part A covers hospitalizations. Now Part B has a monthly premium. For this particular year, 2018, the monthly premium is $134 per month. And Part B covers the doctor's visits, covers most of the outpatient services, covers
like medical devices.
Exactly,
Yeah.
medical devices, most of the emergency room visits as well. Then there is Part D, prescription plan. If you need to be enrolled on Part D, we have to remind you that in order to enroll on Part D, the only way to do it is calling Medicare directly. Social Security Administration, we assist Medicare enrolling and giving general information about Part A, Part B, enrolling, disenrolling. But we don't have direct access to the Medicare records. So if you want to enroll on Part D, which is the prescription plan, you would have to call 1-800-Medicare directly to enroll on Medicare. Our recommendation before you call them has the medicines that you are taking with you, because that's one of the first questions that they will ask. What are the medicines, the name of the medicines that you are currently taking, and based on those medicines, they will select the best plan for you.
Absolutely. You do want to have those medication bottles readily available, almost sitting in front of you when you're ready to call. Social Security does act as the face of Medicare. Medicare doesn't have any actual offices, but most of the representatives in your local Social Security office can answer your basic questions about Medicare and how things work and how to enroll. So it's very important that you do actually sign up timely for Medicare, because failure to do so means that we can actually, Medicare would actually hit you with a penalty for not signing up on time. So what we'd like to do is just make sure that everyone is enrolled, and then for some reason, if you're not enrolling, say you're already covered by your job, or you have some other plan in place, then you want to come into Social Security just to make sure that you understand what that possible penalty may be, so that you can avoid it if necessary. But as we said earlier, the phone lines are still open. It's a beautiful day today. Our phone number is 312-738-1060. Again, that's 312-738-1060. As we stated earlier, this is a rare opportunity. You have 2 Social Security representatives available to speak with to answer any of your questions. And we'd love to have your question come through. Rocio, did we cover everything on Medicare?
Nope.
Okay.
We still need to talk a little bit about Part C.
C.
The Part C is called sometimes like the Medigap or the supplemental Medicare. Basically, Part C is insurance that you will buy with a private company. Usually we have to explain that Medicare covers 80% of the bill. You are going to be responsible for the 20% left. Now, when a person decides to get the service, to buy the services of Part C of Medicare, basically that health insurance will cover the 20% that is not covered by Medicare, and in most cases will give you additional coverage. Like, for example, in some cases, that company can provide vision services or dental services,
Right.
which those are not covered through regular Medicare. Of course, you will have to pay a little extra, and one of the requirements for them is that you must be enrolled on Part A and Part B of Medicare.
Absolutely.
And
Now,
that is-
just like Rocio said with Part C, that is kind of your choice. So when you're contacting those companies, you want to make sure that you have your needs written down. If you need a vision plan, if you need a dental plan, you want to have your needs written down so that you can understand how to pick the best company for you. Social Security representatives, we do not recommend any particular Part C company. That is your own choice. But you want to make an informed decision about what company is going to be able to suit your needs best. There are many companies out there, and you want to make sure that enrolling with one of them will allow you to pick up whatever extra needs that you may have. Did we cover the Part D with the prescription coverage already?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I just want to direct you guys straight to the website as far as any other questions with Medicare. And that's www.socialsecurity.gov/Medicare only. Again, that's www.socialsecurity.gov/Medicare only.
Okay, so we realize that many of our viewers still like to conduct their business in person. Our local offices are opening daily from 9 in the morning to 4 p.m., Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, and Wednesday from 9 in the morning to noon, except federal holidays, of course. So we do, however, encourage us the use of our phone and internet services to provide faster service.
Absolutely, Rocio. So I just want to make sure that, you did say we're closed. We close early on every Wednesday.
Exactly.
It's important that if you are coming in, it's probably best to have an appointment, if at all possible. Our appointment or our phone hotline number for Social Security itself to make an appointment or to do that over the phone is 1-800-772-1213. Again, that's 1-800-772-1213. You can make an appointment to do it over the phone, whatever your needs may be. You can make an appointment to come into the office, and you can get a lot of general questions answered from the website or the 800 number. Well, it kind of looks like we're winding down and we're running out of time, and we won't be able to take any more calls on this edition of Social Security. However, like we said, our 800 number is still available at 1-800-772-1213. Rocio?
Yeah. So on behalf of our hotline team, Rocio Romano Kendo, your host today, my guest, DJ Cummins and Mayra Salazar, our phone technicians, thank you for joining us for this edition of Social Security Hotline 21. We wish each of you a very pleasant and safe evening, and be sure to tune in again next Wednesday for another edition of the Social Security Hotline. Good night.
Thank you and good night.